Welcome to Shiny Tech Things, where we tech things seriously. And on today's show, I'm going to go ahead and set up this new M1 MacBook Pro. I'm actually using the webcam on the M1 MacBook Pro, recording this intro right now.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and set this up. United States, continue. So here's accessibility features. Adapt your Mac to your individual needs. You can turn them on now to help you finish setting up and further customize them later in System Preferences. See what's available in each of the categories below. So here with Vision, you can get a voiceover. A voiceover provides spoken or braille descriptions of items on the computer screen and provides control to the computer through the use of the keyboard. What I don't get is how it can do a brailled description. I don't know. Alright, so we'll just do back. Motor. The accessibility keyboard is an on-screen keyboard that allows you to type and interact with your computer without using a physical keyboard. Hearing. Closed captions. You can use closed captions to display the music and sound effects while you watch movies and TV shows. You can customize what your captions will look like later in System Preferences. Well, that's cool. I'm wondering if you played a video file, if it automatically goes out and downloads it for you, or if there's certain requirements to be able to have the subtitles work. Cognitive. Light or dark appearance changes the color of the screen content. This will just go ahead and hit continue. Now I'm going to do my Wi-Fi network. Alright, now we've got data and privacy. This icon appears when an Apple feature asks to use your personal information. You won't see this with every feature since Apple collects this information only when needed to enable features, secure our devices, or personalize your experience. Apple believes privacy is a fundamental human right, so every Apple product is designed to minimize the collection and use of your data, use on-device processing whenever possible, and provide transparency and control over your information. Now, I'm not going to do any migration of anything, I'll just say not now. Now, since this is just the only actual Apple product, I'm not going to do two-factor authentication. Don't upgrade. That's fine. I read and agree to the iCloud and Apple Media Services terms and conditions. Not really, but it will not let us continue. So I checked the box that lets us get through, but I don't agree through any of this, and I have to only agree under duress. Find My allows you to locate this Mac on a map, send it messages, and remotely lock or erase it. Find My will use the Apple ID, and Find My also protects your Mac with activation lock, which prevents anyone else from using your Mac if it's ever lost or stolen. Okay, here's Express Setup. You have signed in to your Apple ID for iCloud in the App Store and other Apple services. The features and settings below will be set up for you, or you can customize the settings yourself. Let's take a look at customized settings. Enable location services? Sure. Analytics. Alright, so for the analytics, I will keep that enabled and enable share crash and usage data with app developers, especially since this is the M1 processor and bound to have problems, so might as well help contribute to the solution when debugging application code with the developers. Alright, screen time. Don't really need that. You know, I think I'm kind of curious to use Siri and see how she is in comparison to the Google Assistant as well as Alexa. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, open the Documents folder. Hey Siri, show my downloads. Hey Siri, what's the weather? Hey Siri, what does the rest of my day look like? Improve Siri and dictation. Help Apple improve Siri and dictation by allowing Apple to store audio of your Siri and dictation interactions from this Mac. Apple may review a sample of stored audio. You can change this later on in system preferences. The data is not associated with your Apple ID and can only be stored for a limited period. I'm going to say not now, because that's kind of creepy. Also, they say it's not associated with your Apple ID. However, it is very simple to be able to create a fingerprint from a person's voice to be able to then check against other fingerprints of other voices to then identify the person. Creepy. Alright, continue. FileVault disk encryption. Yes, let's just encrypt everything. And if you want it ultra secure, then you could disallow the iCloud account to unlock the disk. Alright, so Touch ID. Use your fingerprint to unlock your Mac and make purchases with Apple Pay. Start by placing your finger or thumb on Touch ID. And what's cool is that you can actually see right here. Lift and rest your finger on Touch ID repeatedly. Alright, continue. Apple Pay. Add credit, debit, or store cards and use Apple Pay with Touch ID to make purchases easily and securely right from your Mac. We'll just set that up later. True Tone Display. Your Mac automatically adapts to ambient lighting conditions to make colors appear consistent in different environments. You can change this later in displays in system preferences. You can see what it is without True Tone Display. And with. Alright, continue. Alright, now, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and check for some updates. And since this is a real Mac and not a Hackintosh, probably not a bad idea to go ahead and just enable the automatic updates, since technically I shouldn't be breaking anything. There you go, just use the Touch ID. That was very simple. Alright, so there is an update. Just tell that to install now.
So that's basically the whole setup process. It is a little bit lengthy for the very first time to set it up, but as you can see, it's pretty intuitive and basically just steps you through the process. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Well, I hope you guys went ahead and enjoyed today's video, and if you did, go ahead and make sure that you slap that like button if you haven't already, and if you didn't like it, go ahead and slap that dislike button twice so that we know that you mean it.